My name is Isabelle Farley, and I am the founder of Bruce Sanctuary. So I left the military in 2014. Um, at that point, I thought I was still okay to work, and I didn't think too much of my symptoms of my PTSD because I was followed by a therapist on a regular, and I had that support from the military. And I still felt like I had a purpose, and I was proud to be in the Canadian military. I was proud that I was spent 9 months in Afghanistan. So I actually left early before I was medically released because I knew it was coming. I was on what is called a TCAT, and I wasn't able to go on any training, on any course, so I wasn't able to further my military career. And I knew that I was on my way to getting medically released, which I didn't really want to. At that point, I was really into Jiu Jitsu, and I think Jiu Jitsu really, really helped me deal with a lot of my anger and a lot of my insecurities and my confidence, because it made me feel really strong and powerful. And it helped me focus, and it gave me a purpose. When I got out, I took jiu-jitsu really seriously. I competed at Worlds. I refed pretty regularly, and I coached. So I even had my own women's jiu-jitsu class. But I had many head injuries. I get lots of pain in my legs and in my hips and in my arms. Between that and my head injury, I knew that jiu-jitsu had to come to a halt. And at that point, I felt really lost. I really felt like I didn't have a purpose. And for a long time, I just kept doing jiu-jitsu and dealt with the pain of my body. He ended up rescuing Bruce, and I found him on Kijiji for $20, and I just couldn't believe you could just buy a cow on Kijiji. Like, you didn't need a license, you didn't need a permit. I'm pretty sure I showed up in I think an SUV, and I picked up the cow in an SUV, and they didn't care. And I was just baffled at this. And then I was like, if I can just pick that up, how many evil, or maybe not evil, but just very bad people are gonna pick that cow up and just mistreat it, and like it will obviously end up as meat also. And without like the strict guidelines that we have put in place in Canada to make sure that the animals are killed as humane as possible. So I went right away and got that cow, and I was gonna just bottle feed it and rehome it because I only lived on an acre plot in Farrellton. But then I fell in love with the little bugger. So after we got Bruce, it was within a few months that when we decided to keep him, I found another cow online, same situation, and I went and got him. And at that point, we really knew we had to move because we had two cows. When COVID first hit hard and all the lockdowns happened, and people weren't sure if they were going to be able to feed themselves, let alone their big animal, we started being able to rescue a lot of animals really quick. So within a year, I would say with the birds, we're over 100 animals easily. I started looking to sell my house and find a new place where I could rescue more animals, give myself a purpose, and it was always a lifetime dreams to work with animals. And I really couldn't see myself doing anything else than spending my time picking up poop. As silly as that is, that was the only thing I could see myself doing every day, 7 days a week for the rest of my life, and not care. The sanctuary has helped me in so many ways. Not only because it gave me a new purpose, it gave me something to be proud of and something that, I could be remembered by one day. But it also really helps with all my PTSD symptoms. Uh, it's just in the fact that if you hug a horse, it's really hard to be mad, especially when you start, listening to his heart and his breathing, and you just breathing his smell and feel his warmth and his softness. And it's the best way to be mindful. And I really wanted to share this with other veterans and other people suffering from mental illnesses. And when we moved here originally, the plan was to run events and camps because this specific house could sleep 30 people, and it came fully furnished with all the beds and all the linen and everything to start, being able to do events right away. But then we pretty much moved at the same time as COVID started. And we really thought, like everyone else, that it was only going to last a few months. And now I realize that we will never be able to run events in my house with 30 people sleeping, 10 people in a room. So, that will never be an option, I don't think, or not anywhere in the near future. We are moving to a much better location here in 2 weeks. We're moving all the animals this Sunday, and once the animals are moved, I will technically be officially moved. I'll just still have things at the other house. But we won't be running camps in the sense that people will sleep in the house or anything like that, but we will still be having all kinds of events. And I really want to touch base with veterans to help other veterans see how much animals can really help, and also educate people on just animals, how awesome they are and how sweet they are, and how a pig is just like a dog. It really is. They're better potty trained, they're cleaner, and they're a lot smarter. And when people come here and they get to pet their first turkey, and they get to cuddle a cow and sit with a donkey, they really gain a better appreciation for animals. I think animals deserve the same respect that humans do, and we should all be living in harmony together. And when you come to my sanctuary, I think it's easy to say that here they all get along, from the alpacas to the ducks, the guinea fowls, and for the most part, everybody just loves being together. And we have some of the cutest little relationships here. It's only been a year since we moved to this new location, and we're moving already. But I listened to the universe, and the universe told me this is where I need to go next. And that's where we shall go. And the animals will be a lot happier, and it's going to be a lot safer for people to come visit the animals. A lot less chaotic than what it is right now, that's for sure.